Hello there, world of tankers. Welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Droodles Blitz, and in today's live stream, I will be playing what you guys want to see played, as we'll be messing around with the new update for World of Tanks Blitz. We streamed a bit of it yesterday, and overall, we had a decent amount of games that were alright. I think the teams have stabilized a bit more today. Teams were really, really bad, so, yeah, they were pretty bad yesterday. Thursday night for some people. It is Thursday night for me. How you doing, Wabo? Hello, Nemu. The Atlas looks weird, and it's likely to be targeted more often. No, the Atlas is insane. The Atlas is very insane. I want to see an MS1 game. Okay, you know what? Go away. I'm playing in the Atlas. Where the heck is the Atlas? I don't know why I clicked on European Nation. I meant to click Blitz Nation. It should be... Why is it not organizing them by tier? There we go. Alright, I'm also going to try vents, because why not? Been a while, indeed it has. You usually seem to have, like, your couple month hiatus, and then you come back. Hello, Chara. Will you tune with me for $2? You asked me that in the past, and then I gave you an answer, and then nothing happened. Let's go! Well, we got a Type 5, a 215B, a BZT-70. Alright. Can I cave paint you? What? That one caveman YouTube official. I see. Well, my 215B is going to medium plank. My other heavy is AFK, which isn't a great start. Will you tune with me for 2 cents? I think 3 cents. I gotta draw the line somewhere, right? Well, I would have loved to hit the Atlas again, but my Type 5 kind of got in my way there. Well, not horrible. Ooh, good shot. You got him for 205 damage. That was a big juicer. You got him good. Also, I need to get out of here. This Type 5 needs to move. Please move. You freaking bathtub of lard. Okay, well, we have the E50 here. 1, 2, 3. Okay. We have the concept. 1, 2, 3. Nice. Gonna angle my vehicle. Does cut through me, but the reason I'm backing up is because their team has a lot of death. Alright, let's aim it on the concept. 1, 2, 3. Wow. What a shot. What a shot. Looks like our team is actually doing okay, though. They're pushing and they're dealing damage. I'm going to push the concept. We'll see if we can take him out. Let's go, let's go. Come here, Mr. Concept. 1, 2, 3. Nice. Now we're going to over-angle my sides. He does cut through me. However, we've killed his driver, and now we're going to give him a nice little ram, because this thing's very heavy, as you can see. That was a pretty juicy ram, I gotta say there. And now, 1, 2, 3. There's 329. And goodbye. Yeah, I got teammates. Isn't that a crazy thought, having teammates? Alright, well, I mean, I didn't do that much. Their team kind of fell apart. But maybe we can get a little bit more damage into the IS-7 or something like that. Let's aim, and aiming. Boom, boom, boom. There's 377. Boom, boom, boom. Not bad. That's 3,200 damage. And we had a pretty good game. Every time I play the Atlas, I'd be doing amazing, then my team just disappoints me. I think that's just every tank, let's be honest. I think that's just every single tank. Had to hop off and didn't see your answer. Oh, I see. Well, I said yes, you goober. Let me also put my Discord over here. Okay. Check 5A pen. I mean, I'm just going to run rammer on the 5A. There's really no reason to run calibrated shells when you have such bad penetration now in the 5A. I mean, you have 320 mils of premium. It's just, why even bother? Like, seriously, why even bother? I'd much rather stick with rammer at this point. When they gonna buff the 5A heat pen? The world will never know. YouTube is not notifying me of the streams. Do you have notifications on? Conf bands are 70. Same Type 5. We got the VK and the K91. When they gonna buff the 5A heat pen? I would say never. It'll probably get buffed at some point. No, you only saw the Discord message. Ah, see. Can you make a video on how to properly use the mini-map? I mean, I don't really know how to give you advice on that when you kind of just look at it and it helps you. Nice. A little surprised that I penned, but it's not that hard to cut through the Conf Panzer. Okay. Not so great rolls so far, but I'm doing stuff. Let's put on my adrenaline, because I should out-reload the K91. Another bad roll, but I'm dealing damage at least, so that's pretty good. What's our game plan here, K91? Another low roll. Okay. It's like 5 low rolls now. Going to aiming on the KPZ. Another low roll. Let's reload again. Our Cobra's unfortunately dead. Let's see if we can bait the KPZ. Well, he shoots. I get another shell into him. There you go. Not a low roll once. 183 is going to tunnel me. Yep, I knew that was happening. And we're going to move over here. Take the KPZ out of the game. We have the VK. We got the Type 5 on my rear. This is the definition of a bad team right here. That's really all I can call it. A very, very bad team. Alright, well, we have the 183 in front. And, of course, he perfectly hatches me, because he's the GOAT, I guess. Get another shell into the 183. Then we have the VK, which I'm also going to try and face hug. And here we go. Back up. Dang. Didn't really matter. There's nothing I could have done in this game. Our chieftain is absolutely horrible. And that is the end of the game. There you go. We did fine, though. 3,600 damage. They'll never nerf the concept? Probably not. Wargaming will never admit they made a mistake when it comes to balancing. That's really the simple fact of the matter. I mean, there's nothing more I could have done in that game. The problem with the 5A is you don't have armor on flat ground. It's a hull down heavy. So when you're on a map like Desert Sands, there's nowhere that you're reliably going to be going hull down. And then when you pair that with the fact that my team lost medium flank and heavy flank, well, there's just nothing you can do about it. But, oh well. I still did 3,600, so I can't get all that mad. Okay. Double Barask. Alright. You'll have to send me a platoon. Oh, never mind. There you go. Thank you for the donation. The Barask. The tier 8 Patton. You mean the Pershing? You're just gonna throw consumables and provisions at the 5A? Probably. It wouldn't surprise me if they gave the 5A, like, gear oil and, you know, adaptive concealment or something goofy. That would not be out of the line for wargaming. I hate concept. I do too. Don't worry. Most people don't like fighting the concept. Droodles is red. His balls are blue. Okay. Actually, they're purple. Little wargaming nerf furries. Yeah, bro. Whatever that means. Spectacular. I don't know what the heck he said. Is there somebody French? What did he say? He said Beetle, Bugler, Rattler, McGee, time to shoot some peas. I drank 4 monsters. What are you, 900 pounds? Okay, here we go. Life goes on and on and on. What are we, Oliver Tree? We've got the Tiger 2 and the IS-5. Okay. Interesting. There's 1, 2. Pretty decent chunk of damage into that player. 587. Both low rolled, but I mean, are we ever surprised by that? Is Barask still relevant? What do you mean the pen nerf? It has APCR. It actually gained penetration. What do you mean? What? Very confused on your comment there. There's 325. There's 619. Save me? You're full health. How big is your cave home? It's huge. It's got a big rock in the center. Oh, God. Okay, and I'm stuck. Well, you're doing great there, Contracaro. You're doing great. Well, here's the thing. I out-reload you, so I only have to trade once. Oh, never mind. I don't even have to lose any health. We have the Skoda below us, and we have the Panther. Okay. Gonna back up. He misses once. That guy bounces me. We gotta reload. 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, that was a great play there, Skoda. If your goal was to literally die and throw your tank away, you accomplished it. Okay. Well, back up we go. I've done okay so far, 1900. I'm averaging in the 2 to 3,000 damage range. I can't understand. I'll read it in a moment. Come here, Streakier. I want to shoot you. Alright, there is a 265, pretty horrible roll, 288. This tank is 320 alpha. I don't know what my gun's doing, but it's not doing. It is most definitely not doing. Now, in an autoloader, all I have to do is back up and get as much time as I can to get my shells back. And now that I have them back, I can just aim it on your lower plate, 312, and there you go. 3,085 damage. Yeah, the Barask is pretty stupid. It's pretty dang stupid. I think the reason why there are bad players because wargaming cause their targeted audience is just kids with no brain power. Maybe. But sometimes it's people with like 80,000 games that just don't ever learn how to play. You did not have the craziest game there, Fancy. But I do appreciate the tune. Thank you very much. How do I leave? I don't know why they make it so the leave button is in 2 different spots. If you're the host, or just the, platoon mate. I just seeing the streams waiting till the day Poob sends me feet pics. Alright. I see how it is. Play the Tornvon. Sure. Did somebody say shark? Shark meat or mammoth meat? I thought you said shark meat, ooh ha ha, or whatever. Shark bait, ooh ha ha. Alright. Let's do the Tornvon. Let's see if it's truly been nerfed, like people say it has been. Okay. Droodles is 3 marking collector tanks like the WZ-111. Oh, is 3 marking collector tanks like the WZ-111 easy or equally challenging as others? Well, here's the thing. Certain tanks are obviously going to be easier than others, because if you're a skilled player, you can use a worse tank and do substantially better than a bad player in a bad tank. Like, obviously, a Concept 1B, even in a bad player's hands, is going to be generally pretty dangerous. But if there aren't many skilled people driving a tank because it's bad, the mark value is going to be lower because it's based off of that 95 percentile. So, if, the WZ-111 is what we're talking about, I guarantee most skilled players probably aren't driving that tank because it's a piece of trash. So, that's probably why it is easier to 3-mark lesser, capable tanks, even though you'd think they would be, more challenging because the tank itself is trash. Okay. I banned in your Discord. Well, what'd you get banned for? Can I review the 50B? I mean, I made a whole 3-mark video on the 50B not all too long ago. I can't shoot anything through that gap. Can I hit the yo? Looks like I can. We're going to go for it. Nice. And we max roll. That's pretty crazy. Okay. That was pretty horrible. Let's try one more. Okay. I mean, that's still 930 hit points we took off of that player. But now I have to head all the way over to the other side and try and support my teammate. I could push the 183, though. Might not be a bad idea. I was talking about the 5A. What? Oh, the tier 10 5A? I enjoyed 3-marking that a lot, actually. What are you going to do, 183? What are you going to do, big tough man? Oh, really? I waited for my shell and it still ate it? Bruh. And then I didn't get the kill. There must have been like 0.2 seconds left on that shell before I got it back. I got scammed, bruh. That's crazy. It isn't a scam. It's also free, so you have nothing to lose. Yeah. Okay. Yeah? Is this what we're going to do? We're going to get away with all these high rolls and lighting me on fire and getting away with everything we want. I have nobody covering me either, so I'm just screwed. Oh, yeah. That shell went where I aimed. I mean, I physically can't counter a Kron. It's literally just a better version of my tank. But he's not doing very good right now, I will say. Okay. Pretend I have shells. I still have no support, though. Well, actually, WZ is here now. But there's an E50 on my flank, which is pretty bad. Hopefully that Kron takes out the 50. Nice. And now the grill's YOLOing in. It's pretty horrible. Pretty horrible. That grill's just going to YOLO me, and that'll be the end of my game. Alright. And there's the Kron. Yep, bye-bye. Nothing I can do about it. Our team is just camping. The WZ, the Foch, like, really? We're camping in a Foch, my guy? Our Kron, Icarius, full spawn camping, full health the entire game. Like, brother, how hard is it to just do your role as a heavy? But now we'll lose the game because of that, so, well. I mean, the Tornvon seems exactly the same to me. I can't really say anything negative about it. The armor might be a little worse, but I didn't get penned through the turret once I got penned through the hall because I had nobody supporting me. It's pretty impressive how our Kron managed to go from 2,100 health to 300 in a matter of seconds. Doing great, WZ. Yep, good job. Well, once again, doesn't matter how skilled you are. If your team sucks, you're going to fall apart. KV4. Alright, thank you for the donation. KV4 could be pretty good, actually. Soviet Heavy. There it is. I might take off the ZIS. God, it's got a lot of pen. What do we run? The 122 or the pen gun? You know what? We'll do the pen gun and we'll put on rammer. Why not? There you go. Because it still has such good pen. Doesn't really matter too much. Everything looks like it's properly equipped. Play Type 71 with Enhanced and enjoy free bounces. Indeed, I already have the Type 71 with Enhanced. But I will play it. Thank you for the donation. Is VZ55 good? Yes, the VZ55 is a very, very nice tank. I was thinking of getting either the VZ55 or the T57 for the set license. Which is better? Probably the VZ. The VZ has better overall armor. Its gun is great, and it has similar DPM. The 57 Heavy is great as well, but I think that the VZ is overall a more capable tank. Okay. Was the armor buff noticeable? Overall, I do think yes. I think that the armor buffs in general have allowed heavy tanks to get more bounces. And sure, obviously, heavy's lost pen, but heavies still have enough pen that they can kind of deal with each other, where mediums now just won't be able to cut through certain armor profiles. So I'm happy about that overall. Like the Atlas, for example, I blocked like 4K in it yesterday, and I had a crazy game as well in the Felice. I'm going to post a Felice video maybe tonight or tomorrow, but Yeah, I had an insane amount of damage blocked in the Felice due to just how durable the vehicle is. Okay. Druids do you on the East Coast. Okay, really? All you had to do is drive in a straight line, and that was too challenging. Instead, you have to drive in front of me, and then... Oh, interesting decision. This thing's aiming time is not very good. But also, I hate being tracked when I only have one repair kit, because, obviously, I can't... Okay, well, I guess I'm just going to be permanently tracked, but... Yeah, the problem with being tracked is that you can't move, and if I use my repair kit, then I'm not going to have any ability to fix damaged modules, so it's not a very good situation. But we're dealing damage. We tracked the VK. Good shot, Smasher. You had the entire hull of this vehicle. Still screwed up. Alright. Yep, make me take every shell for you, as usual. No. I'm going to back up. You can take the shots now, buddy. Okay, let's see. Bonk. Not bad. Okay. I gotta be honest, the KV-4 armor, it's not really working too well. The problem is that it just has such a large and weak lower plate, and when players are able to take advantage of that lower plate, generally doesn't go that well for you. I mean, look at that. All those shells just cutting through me. Okay, let's see if the Yo pokes. I already know they're going to. Yeah, there you go. Nice shell into the Yo. Reloading. BPM is okay on this tank. It's nothing, like, crazy, but it's fine. There you go. Another shell into the M3 Yo. And our teammate's going to move up. At this point, we've already dealt 2,200 damage, and we've had a decent game. Why are we driving through this way? There's nobody here anymore. Uh-huh. So, we know where the SU was, and I have no clue where the KV-4 was, but he probably capped the base. Judging that they've no mediums, yeah, so he did cap the base. Alright, so I'm going to head this way. And that KV-4 is probably trying to flank. I don't really know what he's doing, but he's not doing much, I'll tell you that. IS-7 armor is busted. IS-7 armor is quite good. There you go. Not a great roll, but a pen's a pen. We're going to angle. Oh, okay. Well, we get a bounce. That's not horrible. We get another bounce. Okay. The thing about this tank is that the gun, it's got some strengths. Obviously, it has pretty nice pen. It's got good high explosive damage. Not that that was a good roll. 330? That's like the worst roll I could have possibly gotten. But I still don't love the accuracy. It takes a while to aim in. Alright, let me angle my front. Bro has no clue where he's aiming. And there you go. KV-4 out of the game. We've actually done really good this game, I have to say. See if we can get the clearing shell into the SU. Boom. There you go. 3,669 damage. 2,100 blocked. That might even be an ace, honestly. Nobody really plays the KV-4, so this could very well be an ace. Which one should I grind? 183 or Sheridan? Probably the Sheridan, judging that the 183 is pretty garbanzo beans. Well, pretty good stuff. We did double the next highest. Type 71, that's right. The object Koost is OP. It's pretty insane. Even with the camo changes, it still has ridiculous levels of camo. Like, you're not really going to be able to deal with the tank too reliably. I've just been running Rammer recently, trying it out. I have the E3, Sheridan, Grill. Yeah, mouse, all Russian, blah, 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 blah. What tier 10 do you recommend to go with the set license? Well, you don't have the Atlas, so go for that. Actually, no, the Atlas line is really good. You have to go for a line that's not good. Go for, like, the VZ55. That's my recommendation. I thought the 183 is pretty broken. Well, the 183 has the ability to be broken, because it has an incredibly high alpha gun and more dispersion, or better dispersion than it deserves. However, the 183 is also heavily balanced by the fact it's still not that accurate, so it can troll you, and the armor is non-existent, it's slow, it doesn't feature much camo. It's like, you know, you're putting all of your eggs in one basket. You just won the Tornfon match? I won that match? That's crazy. That's so... I don't even know how we won that, bruh. Maybe the Foch helped. I mean, he shouldn't have been camping, but I think the Kron was the big one. I can at least excuse a tank destroyer from, like, sitting in the back, but, like, a Kron spawn camping, I can't really excuse that. Can you play the tier 10 Yo? Well, we don't have any donations, so sure, I'll play it after this. We have the 60 TP, which... Okay. I knew it wasn't going to pen. Just got outspotted on my lance and see to a Koost in a bush. Yeah. That's good for the game. Okay. Bounce the concept hatch, and then I'm going to be shot in the side by a Kanonen. How fun. I love tank destroyers. The most enjoyable vehicles in the game. I know exactly where you are. You're right there. Doesn't really matter, though. My favorite part is that you can only get shot on the side that I'm at. You can't get shot on the other. Okay, thank you. Anybody else? Come on. The Kanonen shooting me. Concept shooting me. Come on, shoot me again, Kanonen. Yep, there you go. What a fun battle. I had to make this play, though. I wasn't going to sit there and let that Kanonen farm me. It's just really frustrating. As I said, why did they get that position and we don't? Why is Wargaming so bad at balancing this game? Our light tanks are winning the light flank, though. I do have a Conway behind me, so I have some level of support. We have the Conf Panzer over here, which I'd love to be able to hit. There you go. Nice 398. Pretty good stuff. I don't want the 60 to be able to hit me, so I'm going to back on up. And we have the Kanonen YOLOing, so we're going to aim it on that. Well, never mind. My minnow is going to perfectly block me. But we do get the penning shell, so that's pretty good. Now we're going to angle our vehicle. There you go. Nice. Kanonen pens me again. Okay, I shouldn't be poking a Houri. Whatever, dude. It's my fault. I didn't even know they freaking had a Houri. Didn't even know they had a Houri. Goodbye. 54E1 on my flank. Concept on my front. What a game. What a game. Well, doesn't matter how good your armor is in the type when you get a bad spawn and your entire team falls apart. This 132-1 needed to do his job and he didn't. Like, our light tank should have been flanking immediately. And the fact it took them that long to flank probably lost us the game. Yep, now you're going to drive into both the Houri and the Kampfpanzer. And that is the end of the game. You're doing great. Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. Look at the skill. Oh, good job, Frederico. Are they going to merge servers? Most likely not. Most likely not. Yeah, I mean, I didn't do anything crazy, but there's just nothing you can do when these are your heavies. Your Minnow does 900 damage, your Kampfpanzer does 800, like, bruh. It's not that hard to deal more than one shot of damage, bro. It really isn't. Let's try another game in the Type 71 and see if we can get a better game. Type has a lot of HP now. I mean, it has always had a lot of HP. I think even when he was first released, it had a lot, and then they nerfed it, and then they put it back to what it was. Oh yeah, I said I'd do the Yo. I almost forgot about that. I'll do the Yo after this. Just hoping that we can get a better team than whatever garbage we were handed in the last one. Here we are. If you destroy these little things in front of me, you can go faster through here versus having to destroy each one of those. So I would definitely recommend to shoot that. Where's my weekly paycheck? You gotta go ask your employer. Okay, well, still moving in. Type 71 is not the fastest, so it's gonna take a little while. E50's chilling there. Let's see. Hello, hello. Oh, we have the TVP. Okay. How? How did bro hit me? Can we back up? Thank you. I don't even know where he hit me. Oh, he apparently that E5 had my lower plate. That is insane. Okay, he bounced me once. Love hull down tanks. Let's aim it on the E3. There you go. 397. Or our mouse is doing the stuff. Got the 50 over there. Oh, wow, and the mouse hit that too. We got really lucky. Of course, the mouse is now going to sit directly behind me. Can we move? Holy freaking bozo. Wow. Move! Move! How hard is it to give your freaking teammate room? It's not. It really isn't that challenging. I'm going to go through the gun. There you go. It's actually not that hard to pen the E5. If you know where to shoot, you can pen right through it. If you try poking again, I'll do the same thing. E5 versus E6, which one's better? I think they're both really good, so can't really say either one is particularly better. Oh, okay, whatever. Whatever. I should have backed up. I'm getting greedy. Especially I should have backed up when that E3 was there. There you go, 480 into the enemy E6. It's not bad. Reloading. We have like 0 team support. Nope. How long will it take for our team to do something? Make your bets. E3 is going to overpoke, which means I am able to aim in on him. Get a nice shell into his lower plate. He's now one shot. And the game's a loss. There's literally nothing I can do about this. Okay. Bounce the track wheel of a 116. I mean, I've done okay. I'm up to 2,900 damage, which is a, it's a pretty solid amount. But again, what am I supposed to do with this as my team? Thank you for the donation. Goodbye. But, alas, that is all she wrote. Nice. Right into the mantlet there. That was actually a pretty good shot, if I say so myself. We are up on cap, and the 116 doesn't struggle to pen me at all. Where? Where am I getting penned, dude? Just right through the lower plate at this angle? I'm sorry, what? The lower plate should be an auto ricochet. That makes no sense. Okay, whatever. I tried my best, guys. I'm not really sure what else I can say. Pershing, thank you for the donation. I don't know how a 116 F3 with standard shells is penning me over and over and over in the type. I really don't, but I guess he's just the best player ever. I guess that this 55%er is the best player in Blitz. What a garbage map. Yeah, it is a garbage map. And there's nothing I can do when I'm in a game like this. We even had pretty good players. Dizzy, 70%er. Ranger in a 40-05. I'm not really sure how we lose this game when we have, 2 other 70% players. I'm going to be totally honest. Is it true the VZ is a tank with the highest APCR penetration in the heavy class? I think the 50B is more, so I don't think that's true. Pershing. Well, I said I'd do the Yo, so I'm going to play in the Yo first, and then we'll do the Pershing after. I was going to take off Refined. Atlas is better than E100, but you have to play them differently. Yeah, they are very different tanks. E100's better if you're trying to, like, push. Obviously, I'd much rather be in a super heavy than, the Atlas. I don't really know what to call it, but I would definitely rather be pushing in an E100 than an Atlas. But holding the Atlas is much better. Just above 116 and easily pens the upper plate. I just feel like he should not be penning the upper plate, even with standard. Like, AP got nerfed as well. I'm going this way because our team is all going this way. Okay. Let's see what we can do. Is anybody going to go up here? I mean, they're capturing base C, so Most likely they're all going to be over towards the town. 62A was last spotted there. Alright, well, I'm going to move over here. This should be a decently safe spot for me. Okay, E5 hits me full speed on the move. Wow. Wow. And nobody's gonna help me, right? Is that what we're gonna do? I'm dead. Nobody's gonna help me. Nobody's gonna freaking help me. Are we serious? Are we serious? Nobody's going to help me. We're just gonna sit here and allow the 62A and the YAG to do whatever the hell they want. Thank God that he missed me. Whatever, dude. Whatever. We have all of our team go the bridge, and not a single one helps me. Not a single one. Really? Really? That's great. Did I over-aggress? 100%. But our whole team went the bridge, and they're dying to a freaking 183 in the back corner? Are we real? This is what we're doing. Wow. Good job, guys. Good job. 3-mark bat chat. All you had to do was push the 62A with me. We would have been able to kill him, and I would have been totally fine. That was too much to ask. What's the best TD to pick to use on your set license? There's a bunch of tanks. I keep saying this over and over and over, and I don't know how many times I have to keep saying it. Every single tank has its own strengths and weaknesses. Just because the best TD doesn't make it the most enjoyable or the most suited for your playstyle. The best tank destroyer in the game would probably be like a Grill 15 or a 113G, but they're completely different playstyles. You can't just ask, what's the best tank, and expect me to instantly come up with an answer. You have to decide, based off of what you like, what you want to go for. Thank you for the donation. Alright, I'll do the purging. Not a very good game in the Yo. Our first shot missing also screwed me over. If that didn't miss, we would have been able to kill the 62. But yeah, I don't know why our team didn't push. It was very obvious the enemy team was going the other flank of the map. We had the opportunity to just send the 62A and instantly kill him, and nobody did that. So, oh well. There should be Wattby Lego sets. I mean, I'm sure you can buy, like, tank Lego stuff. 50B is 360 and VZ 55 is 350. Yeah, I was pretty sure that the 50B had more pen. I know there's Lego tank sets, but I mean one specifically for Wattby. I know on Wargaming's official website you can buy models that you can put together. Is the BZ-75 any good? Yeah, I do like the BZ. I think it's a pretty solid tank. It's kind of a better version of the BZ-T-70. You know, it's got mobility, it's got a hard-hitting gun, it's got a lot of capabilities. KV-220, I'm a beta tester, I want to know if it's good. I mean, the KV-220 is not obtainable unless you're on the European server, so unfortunately I can't play in it. I do have it on my press account, but obviously I'm not going to swap counts just to play a tier 5. Okay. Which is better on the Atlas? I mean, I would recommend to run V-stabs on most heavies, just because you're going to be better off with it. Okay. Medium tank, by the way. Can't hit that. Alright, well, at least we hit that. The T-77 did shoot his other shell. Nice, there you go. One thing a lot of people don't know about the Pershing is that it actually has really, really good premium pen. Like, it butters through armor with premium. And because we're running Cali, we can literally just ruin this T-77's day. I do find it pretty ironic, though. Out of all the shots I've hit him with, we've only brought him down 800 health. Okay. Which is the same amount of health that the T-77 can deal in about 2 seconds. There you go. There's one shell into the T-77. 2 shells into the T-77. 3 shells. However, I am... no, I'm fine. I was going to say I'm potentially screwed, but I'm okay. There you go. Nice shot into you. Alright, make your bets. Will the Pershing YOLO because he's an autoloader? Oh, there it goes. Ooga booga, I'm in an autoloader, so I can just drive out in the open and do whatever I want. Oogler boogler. Oh, here we go. How isn't that skilled? 788 damage taken off of my tank because you YOLO'd? Wow, I wish I could do that. I really do. And the best part is the Prog also has DPM still. So it out DPMs me. And there you go. Isn't that skilled, guys? Wow. Really skilled. Bro gets to kill me because he YOLOs with an autoloader. Isn't that fair? Nothing else I can really say about it. I did my job. I did 2,900 damage, and we should win. I ruined the Progetto's game, and it's going to be a win, but it's just funny how nothing you can do against autoloaders. Like, why does the Progetto gain DPM when dumping the clip? Who at Wargaming thought that was a good idea? But there you go. His game's over. We gotta start a protest to nerf autoloaders. I agree. I just don't understand what the purpose of driving a single shot is when you can drive an autoloader that does that. As I said, if you give all single shot vehicles reactive, it solves that problem. If that Pershing YOLOs me and tries dumping his clip in, he'd be looking at about maybe 300 less damage from the clip. And it would be substantially better for me. Let me see if I can pull up stream chat as well. There you go. I hate medium/light tank players. I just hate autoloader players. They just YOLO because they think they can get away with it. And they do. They do get away with it sometimes. My option was either back up or fight the Progetto. And I think I made the right play. I did pretty good either way. And I took a lot off that player. I took 1153. Like, they ruined their game to focus me. So I can't really get that mad. It's just... it's so stupid that you can have more DPM and more capabilities, and then they'll just win because they get 788 clipping damage. Okay. I have to play in the Badger, the Goodger. I don't see him much anymore. Yeah, it was spammed for a little while when it was really OP, and then everybody kind of stopped playing it, and now it's probably back. 8 degrees a sec. Wait. Whoa. I didn't realize it was... wait, it was that big of a buff? They must have massively buffed improved control. Because this only gives me a 2 degree a second turn buff. This gives me an 8 degree a second turn buff? I did not know it was that big of a buff. Did you guys know that? Oh, wait. I need to put V-stabs on this tank. I need to see what that feels like. Show me how a master plays the T-2020. It's such a mid-tank, though. E100 tank. M48 patent lost reactive and no one plays anymore. I mean, I still see it played. Still a very, very solid tank. Yeah, wait, it gained 8 degrees a second off of 30. I don't know, that's a pretty large buff. It's still pretty slow, though. That traverse speed still is not great. Proof control would be so nice on assault TDs. It's definitely better than running engine accelerator, I'll tell you that. You wish they should have buffed all this before you 3-mark Badger? I forgot I even 3-marked it, to be honest. I forgot. I don't think it was a bad 3-mark session, but I don't think it was anything good either. Martyr 3. Over the hills we go. Boom, ba-doom, ba-doom. I think we can all agree the Badger is easily one of the nicest looking tanks in the game. Like, this thing is honestly amazing in the look department. Badger will always be slow? Yeah. Well, I mean, it turns fast on hard terrain, but the problem is, how many times are you driving on hard terrain, right? Okay, well, the BZ-75 and IS-7 are spotted over there, and there's nothing over here, so yay, another game where we drive and drive and drive and do literally nothing. I hate Molendyke because of this. Like, Molendyke is so unfair because mediums and tank destroyers get so much more room than heavies do. Heavies get this tiny little corner, and it's separated from the entire rest of the map, and if I'd gone over to the medium flank, I would have just been overwhelmed and died. So I did make the right play with where I went, but now I don't do anything. That's basically as fun as it gets. We have the 183. Let's aim. I do have to say, the aiming time is actually very nice on this thing now. We have the BZ75, who was right about there. It hit. I don't know if it penned, but it definitely hit him. Alright, well, I'm still not entirely sure what to do here. I have to be very careful of that 183. Yeah, I'm backing up. Screw that. I'm not losing 1,000 health to a 183. That player was last spotted, like, right there. And, judging that something's stepping into base A, let's try that spot now. Let's see. We have the IS-7 right over here. Still can't do anything, though. If that 183 is sitting at base A, if I try to poke, I'll be nuked. But I can flank. What else do they have? A VK-168. That's not a big threat. And the 183 was poking. So the play that I made was the right play, backing off. Okay, there's nothing. Oh, there you go. We have the Leopard. Wow. Okay, game. Punish me more, please. Aiming on the 168. There you go. At least that penned. There's no world that ATAC will ever pen me, dude. Ever. There you go. Nice 500. Well, it is a game. It's not a game where we're going to deal any damage, but it is indeed a game. I mean, as we can see, the Badger is pretty good in the regard of armor. It's pretty good in regard of the gun. It's just... what am I supposed to do? If you thought the Badger buff surprised you, try the ISR Defender. Well, the Badger didn't get buffed. They just buffed improved control, which gave this tank better traverse speed. What a game. What a game. 113G likes improved control, but unfortunately it's also turns pretty slow. Yeah. I mean, this is the kind of game that really illustrates why it can be very unenjoyable to play Blitz in slow heavies. Because the game will give you a massive map where you're in this slow tank destroyer and you spend 8 years driving there. And then by the time you get there, it's over because the entire enemy team's dead. That's really what happens. It's the same problem with the mouse. Thank you for the donation, though, Kieran. Let's do the BZ75 game. Hopefully we get a better result than our previous one. What is your most enjoyed 3-mark session, and what is the worst? My most enjoyed 3-mark session... honestly, I had a pretty enjoyable BZ75 and 5A 3-mark. I would say that these two tanks are probably my most enjoyable. Least enjoyable? The Waffen F1 was pretty unenjoyable. AMX M4 was kind of unenjoyable. The gun really trolled me. Trying to think of anything else. I don't know. My favorite Markov Panzer 70, my worst RHM. Aiming. Okay. I'm not spotted, so I'm not really sure why he backed up. But either way, we did hit him. Nice chunk. Of course, and there it is. Getting shot by medium flank. Well, this isn't good, because I only have a 114 covering me. And our mediums are refusing to do anything. Aiming. Yeah! Yeah, how does it feel you get shot across the map? Oh, did you not enjoy that? My bad, bro. Yeah. That's what happens when you focus the heavies. Alright, reloading. And go for a side shot. There you go. 812. That's pretty good. Good job, Concept. You lost a lot of health for that play. And somehow, the enemy 183 bounced our Concept right in the open. Okay, I'm just going to chill here. Make sure that nobody pokes our teammate. There you go, nice. We gonna do Concept? That's gotta hurt. Really? You want to poke? Go ahead. I'm not sure how I got shot for 591. What shot me, bruh? Like, actually, what just shot me for 591? The grill? What? Where did I even get hit from? It made literally 0 sense. Okay, it was the grill. He's just a little bitch is what he is. I hate grill players, dude. I hate them so much. They're just little rats that get away with whatever they want because of the traverse on the turret that it has now. The grill is most definitely an overpowered tank at this point. Didn't used to be, but it is now. Imagine if our full health Rheinmetall did something instead of camping in the other side of the map. Wouldn't that be crazy? What a thought. Yeah. I'm just filled with thoughts. Nice, there you go. Hurts, doesn't it? Hurts. That's a pretty good chunk, I gotta say. And we gotta wait a few more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and... Ah, dang. I could have hit him, but couldn't see the outline. What better on AC Atlas? More HP or more armor? I would run armor. Pretty good stuff, though, overall. Can't get too mad. As you can see, the BZ is a pretty solid tank. Okay, I have to play... Oh, never mind, that's just a donation. I have to play in the IS-3 Defender. I like the IS-3 Defender, and I do think that the changes are going to make it substantially better overall. I've played in it a little bit already. Grill is the most annoying tank now, and never miss. And why is it so fast? It's because Wargaming kept buffing it. It's the same thing they did with the Leopard. They just keep buffing the grill because players that drive it are bad. And instead of Wargaming realizing that just certain tanks don't deserve to keep getting buffed because they're more skill requiring, they don't do that. They just keep buffing them and buffing them and buffing them. The grill was already decent, and then Wargaming gave it gear oil, which was like the only thing it ever needed. Gear oil alone massively buffed its capabilities because it could reverse and pull into cover much faster. But then they said that's not enough. We're going to increase its gun depression. So now it has gun depression over the entire front of the tank. If that's not enough, we're going to increase the gun arc by like 25 degrees more on the left and the right, now making it so that you can shoot people and poke into cover before even being seen. And if that's not enough, then they buffed refined gun, and they made it so that TD camo was better. So basically, the grill just kept getting buffed over and over and over. It has spall liner, meaning you can't even HE the thing. It's pretty stupid. It's pretty stupid. I'm not really sure why Wargaming does that. Okay, well, I can't do anything to the sheriff. But our strife can. We have the VK, which I probably won't even be able to pen if I poke, because that tank has a ridiculous amount of armor. Enemy spotted. Okay. Well, this is a game. It is indeed a game. Let's see if I can help my teammate. Hello. Bonk. There's 425. And reloading. Bonk. There's 319. And do you want to poke again? Alright. Okay, well, unfortunate. Now we reload and back up again. We got 15 seconds left for our shells. Can you put in a good word to Wargaming? I need them to give the Yag tungsten. I honestly didn't even think the Yag was that, like, strong with tungsten. I don't disagree with them removing it, but I also didn't really think it was that big of a problem to begin with. There's 380 into your tank. We get a bounce. There's another 380 into your tank. Again, the auto-loading capabilities that this vehicle has make it incredibly dangerous because you can see that the clip is actually pretty quick now. It's not like it used to be where it struggled to deal damage. Like, it's generally pumping out damage now. We gotta wait 8 more seconds. Our Carnarvon should be able to... Never mind. was hoping he would be able to, but he didn't. There you go. You're out of the game. We have the VK in front. Bonk. There's 432. And reload again. Bonk. There's another 425. Backing up. We're up to 2,800. And the VK, I'm just going to pretend like I have shells. Let's see. I don't think he can pen me. The IS-3 Defender has incredibly strong turret armor, so this VK is trying to aim in. What I do find interesting, though, is that he's trying to play aggressive, even though he literally has no actual ability to play aggressive. Like, dude, you're cooked. Why are you playing aggressive against me? And bonk. Oh, wait. There you go. I didn't have the shell, and I clicked the fire button, and it was delayed. Alright, we'll reload my clip. If that, yeah, I was about to say, if that Gongbi rushes the 704, what a horrible decision. Sure, you might have DPM in the Gongbi, but you know what you don't have? A 640 alpha gun with 300 mils of AP pen. That 704 made quite the laughingstock of you. Well, I hate to break it to you, but even though you're staying alive, it's interesting to watch this, you know? No, you don't get to shoot my teammate. But it's just, I don't know what he expected. Yag doesn't need tungsten, it needs more HP. I agree. It needs to have like 2,400 health. Just died in a game. We lost in Mine Ruins. Because a grill hit a YOLO in a T100 LT. Ah. Well, pretty good game in the IS-3D. We aced it. Finished top in the team. As you can see, this vehicle, very, very nice. Oh yeah, let me message Wallet. Got the FE, then sold it by accident, just trying to see what it's worth. FE's pretty mid, I'm not gonna lie. So, even though you did sell it, don't feel that bad. I actually think it's like one of the worst tier 9s in the game. 113G has more HP than a Yag, which is crazy. Yeah, it's pretty dumb. Alright, what did I say I'd play in? I don't have any more donations. Let me try the Yo again and not have whatever that garbage was. Also, let me put V-stabs on it, which I forgot to do. That'll probably make our life quite a bit better. I remember the E5 when I had 9,000 hit points and 600 alpha with like 5.6 seconds of reload. Ah. 9,000 HP and 600 alpha. Yes, truly. What are the changes to what be in the new update? I would just recommend to watch my video on all the rebalances, but basically, a lot of tanks have less penetration. What would happen if Wargaming added reticle calibration to the 268? Not much. It's pretty accurate as it is. Yag is literally a turretless E100. It should be on the lower end of heavy HP. Yeah. It's actually larger than an E100, too. Okay, well, they have the 57, and the conf pans are over there. Let's see. Aiming, and boom. There's 449. Okay. Once again, the game punishing me. And by the way, that's where the 57 pen me. Like, are we real? This is my life. I can't hit him with reticle Cali aimed in. But he can hit me with the most bogus shot in my turret ring. Like, bruh. Are we real? However, there's 488, and there's 908. See, that right there, that's why the double shot yo is stupid. Because you can do things like that. Okay, reloading. We got 7 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We got the 57 heavy in the open. Wow. Thank you, game. Okay. The accuracy changes really did heavily nerf how, you know, heavies work. And I'm also potentially screwed here because I'm not really sure what to do. I'm going to be rushed, and I have very little team support. Okay. Mouse gets hit. We do have the E5. I'm going to flex over here, and I'm going to leave. I thought about shooting that player, but I'm going to be flanked in a moment by the conf panzer and all this other garbage, and that's just the last thing I want to have happen. So let's go over here. We have the grill. Yeah, that's why I left, because I would have been dealing with all of that garbage if I didn't. Alright, let's aim it on the mouse. Here we go. 1 and 2. See, it doesn't matter how good the mouse is, because it'll always be a laughingstock to autoloaders like this. We're doing okay so far. We've done 2100. Oh, we got the KPZ over here. We have to reload. Come on, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright. Okay, thank you, gun. This gun's really trying hard to misbehave right now, I gotta be honest. And my team is taking 8 years to kill a single freaking 2 and 5B. Which is really putting me in a bad spot. Thankfully, our E5 is not dead yet. And I do have a 1-2-1B, so I do have some support, but definitely not great, you know? Alright, there's the leopard. Okay, nice. I did hit that player. By the way, that KPZ rolled me 640. Like, are we real? Oh! Okay, whatever, dude. My game's over. There's a grill in the back. There's nothing I can do about it. Actually, my game's not over. Took you guys long enough to make a play, bruh. I didn't even know they had a grill. I got hatched by the frickin' grill. Well, we're up to 3,500. Now that we were talking about it, give the YAG a go. Alright. I have a feeling we're going to see something poke this corner here. There's the Sheridan, there's the grill. Okay, maybe not. Maybe they're all going to be over here. That leopard's alive as well, and I don't know where that leopard is. Huh. There's the Sheridan. Still don't know where the leopard is. There he is. Okay. Let's head this way. Even if I die, as long as I get my 2 shells out, it's a W. Sheridan just fired. And I'm going to move all the way over here. There's 1, 515, 2. Yep. And that's the M6 Yo right there. Taking a 900 health tank out of the game just like that. So even though the gun really trolled me, we still did pretty good. We still did pretty good. Now that we are, yeah, let's do the YAG. Play the Quetzal. Oh god, the Quetzal. Alright, let's pull out the YAG Panzer. I'm going to stick with Cali. Everything else is already fine. I am interested to see, though. 6 degrees a second versus 1.5. Yeah, honestly, we're just going to stick with traverse speed. Traverse speed is definitely the way to go on these tank destroyers. Yo or autoloaders to ruin players' fun. Apparently they might quit the game and save their life. That's true. If you think about it, maybe the autoloader and Smasher players are actually doing good by stopping people from playing Blitz. Sick camo on that tank. Which tank, though? Are you talking about the Yo? If you were to buff the 114 SP2, how would you do it? I think I would increase its top speed to 40. I would give it much better accuracy. And that's probably all I do, honestly. It just needs better accuracy and a better top speed. Be fine apart from that. Zavegon. Will you be making a video on the best way to use new equipment? I mean, I could, but okay. Are we gonna do this? I don't care, 183. You think you're all special, buddy. You're not. I mean, you are special, but different way. Yeah, let's keep driving town, even though the entire enemy team is on the other flank. That's gonna go great. Yep, there it is. Isn't that good for the game? That a light tank can poke me and take 600 of my health off? Isn't that fair? It's good for the game. You know? Light tanks should have that ability. Oh, there you go. Now I'm being shot across the map by an unspotted tank, so there's your Yag. There's your Yag game. Once again, the Yag is a piece of shit. I don't know what else to say. There is nothing else to say. I'm being punished because I exist. I've literally lost all of my health. I don't have gun depression. They're all sitting back there. Whatever, dude. Am I gonna deal 0? It's very possible. It's very possible I might deal 0. Yep, okay. Isn't this fun? Isn't this fun? Wow. I do love myself slow tanks that can't do anything. Still 0 damage, by the way. Okay. Okay. Poke it. I will sit here and stare at you all day. I don't care if I do nothing else the entire game. I will sit here and I will ruin your game. Hell. Well, guys, I'm still at 0 damage. Isn't this fun? I love driving the Yag. It's really enjoyable. There you go. I didn't deal 0. I got my shot out. I hate 0 damage victory defeat games. It's annoying. The problem is that we're on a map where our whole team went the bridge. You can't do anything in the Yag when your team goes bridge because you don't have gun depression. You're slow. You're going to get outspotted. Second problem was that our team allowed their team to hold the bridge. And then the third problem is that I'm in a Yag. You just can't do anything when you're in games like that. It's why I don't really like the Yag much sometimes. Because, sure, the tank can have good games. And I think I actually recorded a video where I had 3 really good games in it. But when you have a bad game in the Yag Panzer, it is literally the most unenjoyable experience ever. You just don't do anything. Everybody shoots you like a piñata. You don't have the opportunity to shoot anybody in return. It's just horrible. It really is. Also, if you guys want to see anything specific played, as always, donations are not required, but they do help out the channel. New Bay is one of my least favorite maps. I agree. I think it's a horrible map. I hate the fact that you are screwed when you're basically in tank destroyers on that map. Okay. Do I prefer the Yag or the Grill? I mean, I like the Yag more just because it's got its own little interesting playstyle. The Grill, it's just an OP tank right now. So, I don't love OP tanks. I just don't find them skill intensive. I'd rather drive a vehicle that tests my skill than a vehicle that, you know, you don't really do much apart from insta-hit every shot and snap people and do whatever. Okay. Off we go. Don't worry, we're getting there. Oh, we're spotted. And there goes a little bit of my health. Thank you. 468 from a 400 alpha. That's very nice. I just like how one single shot that does 400. Okay. Thanks, game. I really appreciate it. It's really fun. Let me bounce the flat fucking side of an IS-8 Wargaming. It's hard to not hate this game. It really is. Ooh, don't worry, guys. I got him for 644. I really got him good. I bet you he's really hurting from that one. Good job, Waffle. What a game. Can you try the CS? Thank you very much for the donation. Goodbye. You won't be missed. And then, what was the other tank they had over here? It's a 4005. There's a pretty solid shot. Lights me on fire, of course. Brings me down to a one-shot. I've been shot 3 times this entire game, and I'm a one-shot now. Okay, good. What's funny is that we are winning. Yeah, tunnel me 4005. I don't care. Goodbye. Once again, though, we did 1600 damage. Because my first shell decided to miss the flat side of an IS-8. That's the part of the AG that really pisses me off. Is that Wargaming decided that it needed a dispersion nerf. They weren't going to buff anything about the tank, but they were sure going to nerf its accuracy. Okay, whatever. Yeah, that was not a very enjoyable game at all. Both games are horrible. 1600 damage in this game, 800 damage in the last game. It's just the Yag is not a good tank. I don't know what else to say. This is more what I usually experience in the Yag. It's just you don't do anything. You don't have the hit points to trade. You don't have the armor to get bounces. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Okay. Let's try the E5. Why Supercharger? And Enhanced. I do obviously agree that the E5 is a great tank, but I do think it's interesting to run Supercharger. Oh, I forgot to put V-stabs on. Oh well. How does Wargaming calculate your win ratio? Because I think the losses are way more. That's because losses are more. If you win 3 games in a row, you're at 100% win rate. If you lose 1 game, you're at 75% win rate. That's a 25% win rate loss. However, if you play another game, you're not going to go up 25%. You're going to go up like 12.5%. If you want to keep a 75% win rate, you have to keep performing at a 3-to-1 or a 4-to-1 ratio. Every 4 games you play, you can only lose 1. That's why... Okay, I'm spotted. It's that same piece of shit Sheridan from before. Well... I'm going to YOLO the shit out of this Sheridan if I can. Isn't that so fun, though, guys? That, again, a light tank has the ability to outspot you and take 600 of your health off, and you can't do anything about it. It's so fun. Oh, yeah, that's where I aimed. That's where I aimed. Totally wargaming. Really wanted to take that Sheridan out. Okay, and he hits that again. Oh! Bye! What a game. These have been really fun, enjoyable battles I've been having here. At least we got a shell into that guy. TVP's gonna take him out of the game. We do need to get the Sheridan the same accuracy as the T-49. I just don't understand why it gets that gun. It never should have had that gun to begin with. It doesn't deserve accuracy. It's just bogus. I know I'm complaining a lot, but like it's just so frustrating that you can get outspotted by a tank that can deal 600 damage and basically have no counter to it. The Cali nerfs did not change that vehicle's capabilities at all. We've been getting a lot of victories, but... Okay. Okay, whatever. Yeah, I mean, I've been winning a lot of games. I just can't deal damage. Every single game is a steamroll. I don't know why the Sheridan is never nerfed, only buffed. That's because it's the lowest win rate tier 10 in the game. Most likely because a lot of people in the Sheridan over-aggress like morons and throw their tank away. For example, that enemy Sheridan only did 1,200 damage. They tunneled me and went out of their way and died. They only penned 2 shots. Unfortunately, we also only penned 2 shots. I'm going to try the E5 again, and we're going to run the loadout that I normally would on this tank. We just haven't been getting maps that are enjoyable, though. Like, I'm still waiting for Wargaming to give me, like, Normandy in the E5. Can I get that? That would be great. Can I get Himmelsdorf in the E5? Any map that I can get frontline? Hellas? No, instead we're going to get another desert. This is what, the 3rd time I've been placed on Desert Sands? I got it in my BZ75. I got it in my E5, and I also got it in the 5A. All hull-down vehicles. I have yet to get Himmelsdorf once. I have yet to get Normandy once. I have yet to get mine. Well, actually, I can't get mines. I've yet to get Dead Rail. I just find it funny how there are 27 unique maps in Blitz, and I've managed to get the same 3 maps over and over and over whenever I'm driving a hull-down vehicle. It's almost like the game is going out of its way to give me the least enjoyable experience. I drive a Badger. I get freaking Molendijk. Like, are we real? Okay. Cool. Well, now I do nothing because I'm in a hull-down tank and I can't do shit on this map on flat ground. Isn't that so fun? Whoa, guys. I love driving my hull-down heavies on flat ground. It's very enjoyable. Well, I penned the Type 5 once. Still can't do anything, though, because the BZT-70 is just sniffing down my ballsack. Hello, Geo. Yep, so we sit here. At least I penned the Type 5 again. Type 5 shoots. Ah, there's the BZT. And judging that he just shot, he's on a massive reload. There you go. You're out of the game. Now we can move up a little bit more, and we can aim it on the rear of the BZT, and he's gone. BZT really isn't a threat. Only when it has a shell is it a threat, but judging that that tank almost never has a shell due to how long it takes to reload, yeah, it's not that big of a threat. Yes, YOLO into the grill, and the 57 Heavy instead of getting shot by me, and there you go, another steamroll. These are truly something today. We're getting wins, as I said, but just can't deal damage. We're not in maps that allow our vehicles to get hull down and do their rolls. Pretty bad. Do you think a hull down mound would help heavy side? I do. All they would have to do is make it so one of those corners has a little mound, just like Himmelsdorf. Instead, there's nothing, so you can't do anything. Do you still run mods? I don't have them on this computer, but I do plan to get them on my other computer. Alrighty, CS63. Let's get that one out. Boom. It's a fun tank. What 8-3 unfair, light tanks unfair, autoloaders unfair, you complain about all tanks. Somebody replied he's not wrong though, those tanks literally are unfair. I don't see why they aren't. Everyone knows a Sheridan and 183 are unfair. Yeah. Well, no, what people hate the fact is that I voice the actual truth of the reality in Blitz. The fact of the matter is, the 183 shouldn't exist in the game, and never should have existed. The Sheridan should have been nerfed years ago, and it still hasn't been. I've been saying the Sheridans needed a nerf since day one. And I'm probably one of the major reasons why the Sheridan missile got removed. If I was like you and I just sat quiet and let Wargaming get away with everything they wanted, then we'd still probably having Sheridan missile today. We'd still probably be having horrible equipment changes. At the end of the day, the reason that Wargaming does some good is because people are vocal about opinions. If you weren't vocal and nobody spoke up, then we would be in a much worse state right now than what the game is. So, don't know what to tell you. Let's try again. There you go. One easy pen into the Yo hatch. Okay. Did you notice how my shells are delayed? It's pretty annoying, actually. Alright, the Yo is out of shells, and he's gone. Now we're going to push the T-30. Doubt that penned, but maybe attract him. Dang. Just look at my team. They're literally all just camping behind me. We're just going to sit here. Even though we have a clear win on this flank, we're just going to sit and not do anything. Very skilled. Well, there's 388. See, I find it funny that people are like, oh, medium tanks are going to be ruined with these equipment changes. And, like, we're literally dominating our way through all of this. Because at the end of the day, if you know how to aim... Okay. If you know how to aim and you know what you're doing, the penetration nerfs are not going to be a substantial change for most mediums. Let's see, we have the E5, who is still sitting in the open. We have the Caro over here. Aiming on that Caro. Nice 382. Bonk. I know you mostly with some backlash from Bushka and Meadsy maybe as well. Yeah, Meadsy had a lot of, or not Meadsy. I don't think Meadsy had anything to say about the Sheridan missile. I don't remember. But I know for a fact that Bushka was very anti-Sheridan missile. He was another big driving force. At the end of the day, it's not rocket science. Tanks that are able to shoot you while you're, you know, outside of cover, it's pretty unfair. Let's see. Lord of the Apes. Well, you didn't do much. 183 and Sheridan both need a double shot, indeed. Okay. I think that was all the donations. Indeed it was. Alright, I'm going to play... Let's do one more game, and then we'll end it off. If there's any other donations, we'll keep going. If not, we'll end it off here. I'm going to play in... What should I play in? I'm going to do the E100, because somebody asked. Why not? Gotta put V-stabs on it. This all looks proper. 2887. I'm going to put extra armor on, because I think extra armor is going to be more beneficial. Win streak is crazy right now. Yeah, how many games have we won? That game we actually did damage, though, at least. I see statutes with more movement than the typical Wattby player. Just sits there and does nothing as their teammate dies. Yeah. Problem is, you need to make plays sometimes. And I'm not the one in a medium that should be making plays when I got full health heavies, right? Project Murades. Thank you for the donation. Okay. Speed, 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 speed. On the 4005, what cannon is less cringe? The one with the 4-shot or the 2-shot? Definitely the 4-shot is less cringe. The 2-shot simply just does damage too fast. The 4-shot you could have traded with. You just can't do that with the 2. Okay. Not sure why you YOLO'd that, Sinks. Okay, let's aim in. Boom. There you go. Great. I have a VK-72 on my flank. Thankfully, he doesn't see me right now. But obviously, that's not gonna fly. Bruh, give me some room, guys. Like, I'm even taking the shots for all of you. I should not be taking shots for you guys, because you're too fat to move out of my way. I'll just chill here. Oh, and you still get the shot into me. Whatever, dude. These have been, even though I'm winning every game, these have been the most unenjoyable wins I've had. Like, I literally can't get shots to hit. Everybody's focusing me. These are just so garbage. Every single game I've played has been garbage. I can't deal damage. This is insane. No, of course not. There we go. Wow, I did 1,700. Whoa, I'm so skilled. I'm so proud of myself, guys. Whoa. Oh, wait, I did 52. 94. 57. Wow, I did 1,900. Woo! I honestly thought that the changes in the last patch would make more of a noticeable difference. They haven't. They really haven't. It's only against mediums, but it doesn't really make a difference against heavies, and that's what you're mostly fighting in your heavies, is heavies. Yeah, that was a game. At least I didn't do as bad as Sinks YOLOing in the open and killing himself, but, yeah, my gun just decided to not work again. How many games have we won? What the? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 games in a row. The one game that we actually get damage will be the game we do nothing. Like, we'll lose. I already guarantee it.
Donated $2 through Super Chat.
Grill's got pretty perfect refined pen nerf. Is it done? I noticed improved control of my Type 71 could suddenly turn it 43 degrees a second. Gonna run it on all of my tanks that need to wiggle. Yeah, I agree. It's actually pretty nice. All turretless tank destroyers should be running it, unless obviously they're like a Kanonen, but I would definitely recommend to run improved control on your TDs. Nice. Gonna reload. No point to keep my shell. And as this leopard learned, there's no point to poke, because you just lost a third of your health. Thank you for the donation. Our E50M got spotted. Doodle Raid? What is his name? Doodle Raid. I thought he was, like, copying my name. Dang. Not gonna hit that. And definitely not gonna hit that. Okay. Alright, and I'm cooked. And I'm cooked. Yay! I already know they're gonna focus me, because why else would you shoot? You know, who else would you shoot apart from Droodles, if you could? Yes, very fun stuff, as always. Great, great fun. Oh, got a tunnel Droodles. Oh, good job. Let's track him and let's back up. Would have killed my gun to pen. Okay, well, goodbye. I'll run away from you. I'll let anybody else kill me but you, just because you've decided to tunnel me so hard. I will let anybody else kill me but you. There's one. There's two. Okay. Well, I did the best I could. But, once again, doesn't matter what I do. What a fun game. Haven't these been really fun battles, guys? These have been really enjoyable. Wow. This is really fun. Wow, guys. That was great. That was so much fun.
Bob Lole 1825 donated $2
Would you rather do a lot of damage and lose, or a win and do less than 2,500? Well, don't worry. I did both. I lost and did under 2,500. Because there's my team. Good job. Chieftain gives me a thumbs down. Well, maybe learn how to get better at the game, my guy. Next game, ELC 901. I'm just not doing anything. These are the most unenjoyable games I've been having in seriously a long time. Thank you for the donations. Funny thing is, people are doing the same thing to Peter today. The whole team would go after him. I'm 100% confident that that super conk knew who I was. People don't tunnel like that. Especially when there were multiple other targets that super conk could have gone for. So I purposefully did not allow that super conk to get the kill on me. I would rather throw my game away and not deal damage than allow a player like that super conk to get what they want. Okay. You should chill on Wattby. Yeah. Bro was tunneling such that his life depended on him, yeah. This is truly rigged. I can't have fun at tier 10 at all. It's not rigged. I won like 11 games in a row. Just can't have fun sometimes. Bro, this guy's like in the one spot I can't see him. Okay, but I'm spotted. Alright. Thank you for the donation. But the greatest game ever made, indeed. It's like that Salem Tech, the greatest technician that ever lived. Bro, can I do something? Please? Can I shoot a tank? There we go. Wow. Did you guys know I have 180 alpha? I'm so glad my 225 shells rolled 376. What a... Oh! You know what? I shouldn't be so, Oh, there you go. Another 188. Yeah, I really shouldn't be so negative. I mean, my shells could miss altogether, so... You know, why should I be complaining when my shells hit the enemy? Boom! 203. We're getting there. Boom! 213! We've almost gotten close to an average roll, guys! Yeah! Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. Oh, we did it! We got a max roll! For our second shell to miss. Watch this! Oh, well, I can't pen that. Oh, yeah. Boom! Boom! Boom, boom, boom! Oh, my gosh. Boom! Okay. I'm a single shot with a 14-second reload, I guess. That's what I've deduced from the situation here. Oh, yeah, there you go. Bounce the flat side of a T-32. Seriously, chat, let me know right now. Do I have the worst luck in the game? Just let me know your honest opinions. Do you think that I have the worst luck in the game? There you go. At least we took the Foch out of the game, or AMXAC. And goodbye. Atomic got his paycheck, indeed. You should get a suspension for a day or two for tunneling. I agree. It's very unenjoyable. The funniest part is they're usually your biggest fans. They're like, oh my god, it's Droodles. I'm gonna go ruin his game because that sounds like fun. To who? Not to me. Alright, XM66F. Let's fix that. That all looks good.
$2 through Super Chat. British Hickey Light.
British Hickey Light. What am I reading? You should run Type 71 with the max mobility. Why? Don't go to Vegas. 121B, Hori, Smasher, Felice, Japanese TD. Also, thank you very much for the donations, everybody. Also, bruh. Tunneling needs to be a bannable offense. Yeah, Why is there a Mossad clan, bruh? What are we doing, bad chat? Okay. 260. Am I screwed? I might be. I need to back out of here. 354. What a juicer. Ooh, we got him good. Yeah, buddy. Alright, I'm getting the hell out of here. This is cooked. I'm going to push. I would like to help out the Błyskawica. And you know what? The Leopard actually pushing him did kind of help him, but now he's not. Alright, let's see. We got the BZ-75 and the 114. Keep on going. Keep on going. We got the 183 right here. Whatever. I don't even care at this point. I really don't. Now I got a bat chat on my asshole. Whatever, dude. It's just impossible. I can't have fun in this game. I'm not allowed to have fun playing this game. No matter what I do, I'll be punished. No matter what I do. Oh, there it is. There's the grill. Well, he shot. Oh, here we go. Grill's gonna try and YOLO me. Goodbye. Well, we did 2,400. We did have a game. Getting banned as much, but if the person is constantly getting in your game and tunneling, then you should get a ban. I just think you, as a streamer, should be able to, like, remove people from getting into your matches.
Donated $2 through Super Chat.
Thank you for the donation, Bob. Alright, we got the 121B. Yeah, I feel like if you keep getting somebody that's, like, purposely trolling, there should just be, like, an option as a streamer that you can just never have to fight that person again if you click it. That would be the simplest solution. Okay, that's all good. That's good. We'll run extra armor, and we'll play a game. The refined gun nerf, I don't know, but all I can say is that dispersion feels awful now that Wargaming has nerfed refined gun. It really does feel horrible. I love when my Type 71 is 4200 DPM. Yeah. When was that? These were the types of games I had when 3-marking the Hover yesterday. I got to 92, down to 78, and eventually 3-marked it after losing my sanity. I have a question for you. Why did you keep playing it? Why wouldn't you just wait? If you're getting, like, update teams, I would never, ever recommend a 3-mark a tank. It's a horrible decision. Okay, let's see. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Shkoda. Thankfully, I still hit the shot, but, like, really? Alright, we're unspotted. And... dang. I was hoping. I'm just gonna keep blind firing. I don't know what else to do. I don't think he's there, though. The enemy team has a bunch of tanks over on the other side. Aiming. Boom. There we go. Nice 376. And what's the T-22's big brain plan? I don't think those hatches exist. I don't remember. Actually, they might. They didn't used to, but I think they do now. What a game! Boom! Thank you very much for the donation. Appreciate it, Diego.
At Diego Chavez 2012 donated
Oh.
$50 through Super Chat.
I hit that, though.
TSL
Just to clarify, I can't hit a fully exposed, you know, shot, but I can hit that, clearly. There you go! There it is! I can hatch a T-22 across the map, but I can't hit that. Even that shell was pretty horrible, bruh. What's your plan? I can't see him. I mean, he might poke. Nope. Trying again. He was right about there. Oh, I watched it ricochet off. Play the tank destroyer now. What tank destroyer? Got the T-22 all the way over there. Not even surprised. And... okay, I guess my reload was worse than I thought it was. Okay, there's a lot of tanks shooting at me. Nope. Just kind of hoping that that player was going to be there. E75 missed. I'm going to go over here where I can use my capabilities a little better. He ricochet penned that into me. Interesting. He is stock, so I have to be a little careful. But, okay. My bad. Stock E75 buttering through my armor. We're up to just about 3K. I donate $1,000 on Christmas. I'm waiting. I'm gonna head back and potentially deal with the Murat. Oh, we got a full health Kron. I don't know what to say. Dispersion is horrible. Like, every opportunity this game has to screw me, it seems like it's doing. It's insane. Now I have the Murat over here. And I can't do anything. I can't cap the base. I want to drive over the hill, but they've got a 183 still.
Super Chat. KV1S2.
Yep, there's the 183. Good job, Grill. Drive into the open and kill yourself. That's the play. Okay. Whatever, dude. Wasn't that a fun game? Well, at least I did 3,200. We lost, but at least I did that. I'm going to have an aneurysm with these simple missed shots. I don't know what else to say. I might just keep refined gun on all my tanks, honestly. I think I will, genuinely. I don't see a reason to run V-stabs if every shell I fire is just going to miss. We're going to stick with refined gun for now, honestly. Alright, I have a smasher donation. I don't know why I clicked on that. Tier 7. And the Smasher. Yeah, we're just going to stick with the Refined Gun. I don't see any reason to run aiming if every shot I fire is just going to screw me over. We're just gonna stick with aiming device. KB1S has bad aiming. You should be 40 to 50 meters away. I mean, the KB1S is pretty OP. Smasher should get nerfed to the ground. I do agree. The weapon F1. I'm assuming that was autocorrect, taking it from waffen to weapon. Matchmaker's taking a little while for this game. Here we go. I don't honestly notice any of the pen changes so far. It's why I've been saying for years, literally, just remove calibrated and swap it with vents. And then you can have vents or rammer as the option. And buff rammer. Rammer should give you, like, 10% better DPM, and vents should give you 10% better crew stats, or whatever it is. I only use V-stabs when it gives me more than 0.3 seconds of aiming time buff. I'm not running V-stabs anymore. I've been fully aimed in and the shots just completely miss because my aiming circle is substantially larger. I mean, my aiming circle is literally 11% smaller when I'm using the Smasher or any other tank. Why would I want to have a larger aiming circle? I'm not hitting my shots on the move anyway. All of my shots on the move miss, so there's no reason to run V-stabs if my shots are missing. There really isn't. Okay, we have the Cheery. We're just going to keep going up. 1390's probably going to try and run away. Aiming. Okay. Of course. Let's go for you. There you go. Oh no, not the Cheery. What will I ever do? The skill. It's really skillening. The skill thickens. Yeah, you want to go? Okay. Let's go. There it is. So he's moving. I just want to clarify this. He's moving. He's on the move. Shoots. Pens. I'm sitting still. I've been sitting still for multiple seconds. I shoot. Completely misses. You can't make it up. Oh, yeah, that was close. That was really close. Just so sick of this game. It's not even the fact that my shells don't go where I aim. It's the fact that everybody else's shells seem to always go where they aim. Goodbye, Smasher. You won't be missed. Don't worry, we're up to 1100 damage. We're really racking up the damage. Aiming, aiming. Okay, well, that VK at least had similar accuracy to me. Let's try again. There you go. He rolled me pretty high, though, which makes me a one-shot. RNG is not on your side. No. It's never on my side. There's never been a moment RNG has been like, ooh, I'm gonna help this guy out. Whatever, I'm just gonna go for it. Yeah. It didn't matter. I wasn't gonna get any more damage anyway. He would have just sat there and kept his shell until I died. Or, you know, until he died, so. Oh well, I had to go for it. Well, I did 1800, which is better than nothing. Doesn't Refine make you 11% flat more accurate everywhere? Correct. Indeed it does. I have the STB1. God, you donated for a lot of tanks, Atomic. You really did. STB time. All Soviet heavies have bad stability. I mean, I don't know what you mean by that. I'm assuming you mean aiming time or accuracy, but not all. Some of them are actually decently accurate. K91. IS-8. What do you guys think about this camo on the STB? I'm not the biggest fan of it. It's pretty goofy. Do 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 do. Alright, we have a lot of death against us, and I don't really have anything to support me. Okay. So I'm screwed. Because they get 4 mediums. Oh, and my light tank's bailing. There it is. There goes my light tank. You're a moon player. Yeah, bro, let's just spawn camp.
At Mr. Cowboy 1212 donated $5 through Super Chat.
Alright, let's see if I can hit the AMX. There's one pen. And I need to bait him. Come on, shoot. Okay. Where? Where does he pen me? Right through the turret cheek? Really? Some random 40%er bozo hits that shot. Are we real, dude? Are we real? Now the Sheridan's gonna do whatever the hell he wants. Whatever. I'm so done with this game today. I'm just so done with it. Just track the 1-2-1. Good job. Oh, now we got the 57 heavy YOLOing me. Ooh, look how skilled you are, bro. I wish I was this good at the game. Good shot. Wow, you're so skilled. Wow, go you. Anybody else want to YOLO me? Please. Anybody else? We get no damage as usual. The stream is rough to watch. Yeah. Be happy you're not playing. He's just gonna run all the way over there. Yay. That was really fun. That was fun. STB needs a new legendary. I agree. You know, all the maps you haven't played today, I just found out we're going to put them out of cycle because the amount of tents they had to put around the map to keep campers happy. What? What do you mean? I don't think they put them out of cycle, unless they announced that. What a game, guys. I did 2100. You, thumbs down. Be a better fucking teammate, bro. Spawn camping in your light while I'm getting YOLO'd and my other medium's getting YOLO'd because you're a little bitch who runs away. Shame on you. Especially when you're a good player. It's always the good players that play like assholes. I'm fine with an average player, like, falling back if they think they're going to die. But that player knows who I am. 100%. The fact that they still decided that they would rather run away and screw me over so that they can farm off me is pretty disrespectful. Thank you for the donation, Inverted. Camo's like the Enric. Why do you guys always call it Enric? I can't tell you how many times I've seen people type Enric in the chat. Eric. Are they really good if they play like that? That's true. I don't understand how hard it is to do your role in a medium or a light tank or whatever it is. It really isn't that hard. Oh, look, I have a haul down STV who's going to support me on the medium flank. You know what I should do? I should run all the way to the back of the map and spawn camp and farm. That's going to help him. That way, when we get rushed, he'll take all the shots. If I was not on that team and I was replaced with a random STV, they could have lost that game, 100%, because I was smart enough to track and stop the enemies from killing me. I HE'd that 57 heavy in the track so he couldn't kill me. I tracked the 121 so he couldn't kill me. But if they weren't going to YOLO me, and that STV had died immediately, then yeah, the WZ probably would have been rushed and killed as well. And fully deserved. I'm just so sick. I'm not in a good mood already. You guys have been seeing me get screwed every single game. I think we've had like maybe 5 3K battles out of the 15 tier 10 games I've played. And then not only that, but literally every single time I need my gun to work, it just hasn't. Okay, nice. Good job, VZ. Aiming. Boom. There you go. Nice shot. Ah, there it is. Our Sheridan ran away. Clearly, a 92E1 is such a scary threat that you had to run away. Well, I'm not going to stay here. There's no point. Actually, I might. If that, BZ pokes. There you go. 579. Not bad. Oh, and he just snaps it. Okay. And he just snaps it right through my turret. Hatches me. Oh, yeah, he didn't even hatch me. He just pens there somehow. Throws his game away for it. And now I'm going to die because of that. Yep, there you go. A light tank cutting through my armor. Okay, that HE doesn't pen. Wasn't that fun? Wasn't that really fun, guys? Wow. Don't worry, my Sheridan ran away. Yep, what a game. I actually did over 3K. I'd like to honestly know how the 4005 penned me. Just, okay. Nerf the 4005? Nah, what are you talking about? As Angel said, it needs a faster intro clip, dude. I don't know what you're talking about. It's not good enough. We're gonna win. I did 33.59, so I guess that's a thing. Wargaming penalizes good players and rewards shit players. Correct. Alub, I replied to you earlier. Listen, I don't like to be that guy who, like, you know, is like, oh, blah, 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 blah. But, like, I don't know. I do find it kind of annoying when somebody types a comment or reply 20 seconds later to the comment, and then they repeat that same comment 10 minutes later because they probably weren't paying attention after asking a question that I replied to. So, if you want the answer to my question, you'll have to scroll back and find. British Hickey Light. British Hickey Light. Alright, we're doing the Hickers Light. Then we have the E3, the TSL-7 Defender, the KV-1S. Yag Tiger, Type 5. Oh my god, you guys donated for so many games. And then the IS-5. I'm never going to be able to sleep. Grief Ranger. Agreed. Wow, I had a shot go where I aimed. Is that possible? Nice. The one advantage of having 300 damage per shot is that I out-reload tanks that have more... Okay. Is that I out-reload tanks that have more damage per shot, which is obviously an advantage. Okay, whatever, dude. You're just the best shot, I guess. Uh... That was a shell. Well, I've done 1800, which isn't bad. Is the minnow still camping there? Oh, okay, interesting. There you go. But of course he goes right through me again. Minnow's now there. Concept is getting quite heavily bled. Okay. Come on, Patton. I believe in you. L. Or not. Or you'll suck and die. Just like everybody else before you. What a team. What a team. Ranger was stream sniping. I mean, he's not good at the game anyway, so it's fine. Bye. Well, I did 3,900. There's nothing else I can do in a light tank. I held off a minnow. I held off a M60. Shot some of the tanks in the side. I don't know what happened to our tune mate, or, you know, the tune that we had. Not good stuff, it appears. Not good stuff. Another amazing team, guys. I don't like how Wargaming buffed the heat shells and APCR. They didn't. They nerfed them. Because Wargaming, it's worse knowing you could win a battle 70%, but because they're selfish for damage, you lose. Yep. I don't even know what happened this game. I don't know what you guys were doing. I wasn't paying attention there, but it didn't go well. Okay. What was next? E3. I'm gonna leave Traverse on it. Nice. And then we have Camo Net. Everything else should be properly equipped. Okay. Also nice to see you on the stream, Dizzy. Why did Wargaming didn't? What? Listen. We need to have an English lesson here, my guy. Why are we saying did and didn't? Why did Wargaming... All you had to say was, why didn't Wargaming buff the shell of the KV2 in Type 71? Also, I don't know what you mean by that. What does that mean? AP? AP doesn't need a buff. Have I heard of Adventus? Yes, I have. He drives E100 like every single game. Sphere, oh god. Thank you for the donation.
At Aspen Japan 32 donated $1.99 through Super Chat. Sphere for Selig PLS.
Well, we don't have much on the medium flank, so this could be a bit of a problem. There's the Sheridan sucking all the damage away as usual. Didn't expect that to hit. Yep. And I'm going to be left for dead because I'm in a slow tank, and my medium flank decided they didn't want to do anything. Don't worry, my Sheridan's doing a good job farming that E75 while I'm over here. Are we going to poke it? No? Okay, of course. Our FE just had to position there. So now, yeah. Great, another game where I deal literally no damage. Yay.
At Aspen Japan 32 donated
I don't care. I'm firing an HE.
4,005 for Jessica.
Look, I'm literally holding the entire line here. While our Sheridan's probably done like 2k, I've been holding this entire flank with help from the FEE, but still. There you go, 630. Yo, guys, don't come over here and help. No, what you should do is you should screw us over and do nothing, actually. Ooh, good job. Nice. At least I decently rolled that. Yeah, guys, keep just not helping me. Thank you, Sheridan. Let's go for the Yag. You know, even though Droodles is over here trying to fight my flank because I'm in a medium, I should go to the other side of the map and screw him over. Because he's really going to want that support, you know? That's really what he wants. Yeah, that was really fun. That was really fun. Thanks, Sheridan. Thanks for being garbage. And here's the most frustrating part, guys, right? So, in the beginning of the game, I drive my tank destroyer to the medium flank to support my mediums. And then this Sheridan decides to fuck me over because instead of coming back to help me, he just continues farming. He goes over to the Yag, farms him. Goes to the 75, farms him. So this guy literally just farms damage while I'm sitting here with a single FE defender doing everything else for the team. And when we take a look at the post-game results, he's going to have like 4k damage, and I'm going to have nothing. This is why driving slow tanks is horrible. This is why, as I've said in the past, I'm so happy that Wargaming nerfed the pen values. And there you go. There's his 4k game. And he's going to think to himself that he's skilled because he did his role. He spotted and flanked and did damage. But no, in reality, you're a piece of shit. Because you could have helped the tank destroyer actively holding an entire line of tanks for you and your FE defender, but instead you're a selfish little bitch who went off on your own and farmed damage. You suck. People like that piss me off. I do not care if they are 70%ers and they play like that. I do not care if they are the best player in the game. If you play like that, you're a piece of shit. You are sacrificing your teammates and screwing them over in tank destroyers, in heavies, whatever it is, so that you can go and farm damage. The rest of the heavy, or the rest of the team, sure. Could they have moved back and helped me? Potentially. But the rest of the team doesn't go 70 kilometers per hour in a light tank. That's the difference. You have the ability in your light tank to come back and help. You don't have to go for that Yag Panzer. You could go for that Yag later. You could go for the random stock E75 later. But instead you chose to be a selfish piece of shit and go for damage instead of supporting your teammate. People like that seriously piss me off. They do. And people try to say that I play selfish, but if you actually watch my gameplay, I'm like one of the most team player people out there. Promise you, Wargaming did buff heat shells and APCR shells. I checked mouse APCR before. It was 327, now it's 330. Yes, that is correct. But heat shells did not get buffed. Heat shells went from 13% to 7%. I've made so many videos on these changes. Why are we arguing with me on this? And APCR went up 1%. You gained like 4 mils of pen. You are never going to notice that. This is where you take a break? No, this is where I play tier 8 and hopefully get a functional team. He's 50% for a reason. Yeah, that's how it always is. The thing is, there's people out there who try to, like, get mad at me or, you know, say I'm a bad person because I'm outspoken like this. But the reality of the situation is I'm, like, one of the few people that actually tries to teach people how to get better at the game. And if I were to do it the nice way and be like, oh, you know, you shouldn't have done that. You should have come back and helped me. They don't learn. They just say, oh, yeah, and then they keep doing it. People don't learn. But at least if you yell at them, they're going to do one of two things. They're either going to learn or they're going to hate you. And I'd rather have people that play like assholes hate me. I'd rather have a player base of people that doesn't like me because they're a total douche and farm damage and are selfish, versus a group of people that, you know, blindly follow because of selfishness. See, now this game here, I have to leave because my Hawk is AFK and the Panzer 58's dead and their whole team went this route. So this game's a loss already. It's 100% done. Isn't that fun? Okay. I would actually be willing to say that this is one of the least enjoyable sessions I have ever had in this game. Like, ever. Every single game that I've played has been filled with utter garbage. Every single game. I have done 600 damage, and the game is over. Because we had an AFK Hawk 12, and they get a flat, better lineup in every single regard. Their tanks are better, their team is better, everything about this. Okay, well, we're going to go over here. Yep, what a game. What a game. Wow, no, that armor buff really did actually make the... Okay. No, you're not surviving this, I'm sorry. It's not happening. Oh, guys, there you go. What a game. That was really enjoyable. Woo! I enjoyed it so much. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Well, I did 2,000 damage. This is why I'm your -- 1 hater, because I speak the truth. I speak for the trees. What is my opinion on the T28 Proto after the update? I don't know. Droodles' general audience is a bit young compared to others? Probably. What do we have next? Oh, I have to reload my stream because it's broken. There we go. And funding. Okay, I have the KV1S. All right, well, hey guys, maybe we can get a win in Tier 7, you know? Maybe that's too much to ask from Daddy Wargaming, but maybe, just maybe, we can get a win in Tier 7. Then we have the Yag Tiger or Hori. I'll play in the Yag. Type 5 or E100. Thank you, Cowboy, for the donation. IS5. Sphere, 4005. Okay. Not bad. Best loadouts for all the tier 10 in one video. That's not really possible. You know how long that would take? There's 80 tier 10s. If it took me like 2 minutes to talk about each tier 10 and their loadout, that would be a 3-hour-long video. What's your opinion on the mouse versus the VK72? I like the VK72 more just because it has alpha damage and tungsten. Don't worry, they get a Smasher and we get a BZ58. That's fair. Is that a picture of all the tier 10 in your Discord? Yeah. It's for a tier list that I'm going to be working on. Okay. Road just goes right. Okay. I'm just so done at this point. Oh, you gonna just push up? Is anybody gonna do anything? We have all of our fucking team here, and they're not gonna do. Okay. Okay. I'm done. I'm so done, bro. I'm just so done with this game. I'm playing too aggressive because I'm getting angry. But, you know, I can't even play tier 7, I guess, because everybody's just going to focus me and be the best shot ever and hit my hatches and everything. I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying this so much. I think you guys can tell how much I'm enjoying this. You know, I'm really, I'm thriving. Type 5 or E100? I'm going to do the Type 5. I haven't played that in a while. Just enter the stream. I think it's better to run V-stabs or refined. So far, I'm sticking with refined because every single time I shoot, the game seems to screw me over either way, so might as well have 11% better base dispersion. Don't worry. The one game where the enemy team only has one medium, it's going to spawn me all the way over here on medium flank. Don't worry, it'll spawn the 183 up there, you know? He gets a front row view for anybody crossing, but me? Nah, I spawn all the way back here. That way, I can't shoot anything. See? There you go. 183 gets a shot out. Isn't that fair that I get a worse spawn, so I physically just don't have the ability to shoot? It's good game design, you know? Give certain tanks better spawns than others so they can get the early crossing shots out, and you can't. Thanks, Wargaming. I really appreciate it, you know? I don't think Wargaming realizes how much I just love this game and how fairly I'm treated while playing it, clearly. Ooh boy. 3 a.m. I penned a shell. We have the IS-4 over there. I'm going to cross, and he shouldn't be able to hit me. Nice. Ah, there it is. Getting shot across the map. Kron's going to be YOLO'd. Oh, yeah, this is what we're going to do. We're gonna jump down just to tunnel me. We're going to throw our entire game away just to tunnel me and get one shot. Yeah. Oh, you're really skilled. That's great. 1,500 health thrown away so you can shoot me once. I'm telling you guys, it doesn't matter what I do. I will be punished no matter what. I will get punished for simply existing. That's my Okay. It's my fault that it missed, you know? It's only the rear of an IS-4, so it makes sense. Clearly. Nice. Thought they fixed you can't spawn in the back. No, that was just for, one sec. That was just for one of the maps. Good job, IS-4. Let's drive out in the open and die just so you can shoot me once. Definitely worth. Not sure how that bounced. It's a pretty easy shot. Okay. Every shell I fire will miss. Whatever. I'm just so done with this game. XM's gonna YOLO, and he'll probably kill me because I only reverse at 12. Yeah, fall back, I'm aware, but... Okay, that shell just went... Move! My god, bro. You know what, fine. You want to go? Go ahead. Take the shot. Go for it. Wow, that was a great play, my guy. That was so smart. There you go, 3,500. Another great team, guys. Another great team. Another game. Type 5 heavy. Make your bets. How many shots will RNG screw me out of in this battle? More or less than 3? What map was that? What map was what? Oh, I said it was Normandy. Have a good one, Digi Artist. Also, thank you for the donation, Lazen A. I feel RNG is dead this day. It might be. Maybe the E100 might work. Well, too late. We're in the Type 5. Most annoying thing that can happen is us leaving the enemy on 1 HP on a win-lose situation. I don't know. I think the most annoying thing that can happen is an E75 driving off a cliff to tunnel me. Sometimes... Oh, no, I read that. Droodles is suffering so much because he's a godly player. Honestly, if our shots were just going where I aimed, I would probably be averaging like 500 to 600 more damage on these games. Did you add Atlas with 2 guns on screenshot? Okay. I get hatched. Don't worry. Because my tank's too tall for this map. You know, I'm in my E5, I can't get this map when I'm in a Type 5 and I'm too tall to actually work any position. Then Wargaming will make sure to give me it. You know, that's... Okay. It's fun. Don't worry, I'll be shot by the grill again in a moment. Good one, CS. That was definitely worth. Isn't that so fun, though? Because I'm too tall, I physically can't work any position. We've lost medium flank already. That CS really wants to tunnel me. I know it might sound crazy, but tunneling the Type 5, probably not the right play. Wow, my RNG is actually working. That's unheard of. Why is that tank so fat? I don't know. Japan wanted to make a big fat tank, and they did. Well, not really. This was just a concept. It's not a real tonkler. Teammate dies. Let's head over here and see if the CS will poke. There you go, 867. Yo, guys, did you know that they nerfed penetration of medium tanks? I mean, clearly, you know, a medium instantly buttering through my hatch without even loading premium shells. Clearly, Wargaming, you know, they fixed it. Oh, go away. Oh my god. That was fun. Another fun game, another loss. 3,680 damage, guys. I could have done so much to fix that. Clearly. My bad. 0 damage E4, 1,000 damage Caro. Wasn't that fun? Oh, look, we lost the Yag Tiger game, even though I did 3,500, and there's our team. Ooh, good job, Type 68. Really, I'm enjoying this. 4 losses in a row now. All the games that I've lost, I've basically done top in the team. Okay. Let's see what the next donation's for. Why do you guys... I always find this funny. Whenever I do a stream, I swear you guys only donate when I'm suffering. If it's like a stream where I'm actually having fun, I get like 2 donations. And then when I have like the least enjoyable experience of my life, yes, let's donate for 5 hours of gameplay. That'll be so much more fun. Do you think improved optics needs a nerf? One sec. Let me put... Oh, no. Refined gun is on the IS-5 already. Okay. Do you think improved optics needs a nerf? No, I think it's fine. When are they being the Type 5 again? When are they being the Type 5? Do you mean releasing? I don't know what being means. Well, it's money. Yeah, it is money. Tout of petty, evidently. Chess players have assembled seeing a Caro sold along with a new update. Oh, I agree. Caro is literally every single game. It's just being spammed over and over and over. Mouse is better than Type 5. They're different. I do think that the Type 5 has more potential than the mouse, though. This tank is so ridiculously fast. By the way, they have one medium. 6 heavies and 1 medium. What am I looking at? Something will cross this. It's a fact. There you go. Okay. Well, goodbye. Interesting play. We should be in the clear to make that. Okay, and he hits that. That's insane. He must have had, like, the little... Okay, now we got a prog on me. So it's either get shot by the IS-6 or the prog. Great. Driver's dead. Is my team going to move up and help me? No? So I'm cooked. Because I have to back up, and I'm going to be shot by all of these tanks if I do. Okay, well, I'm safe here for now. Goodbye. This game is a win. It does look like it. I don't know why our team is just all camping, though. Oh, hi, Prague. Remember me? Enjoy the 300 health. Oh, for once, we actually had a decent game. Want to see how the Tiger Mouse is holding? Well, you don't want to see today. Today is not the day you want to see my teams. Hello. Bonk. Oh, is this where we, YOLO? I don't have team support, so it's very possible. My T-29 is, absolutely useless. Thankfully, we got a bounce from you. And a 478 pen. Another bounce from you. I'm actually doing okay right now. Oh, another contender has entered the ring. Five more seconds. Enjoy. Now the Smasher's over here. Our team, by the way, still just sitting back there and doing literally nothing. Very skilled, you know? Okay, and he goes right through. It's great. T-95 still sitting there doing nothing. Ah, okay. Well, I tried. Thankfully, this tank actually has decent reverse speed. Nice. You're not going to hit me. 5,000 damage dealt. Our team still not moving up. Still too scared. Okay. Still not moving up. That's our team. Well, I did 5,500 damage. There you go. 5,500 damage is what it was required to win that game. I mean, as we can see, at least the IS-5 is an incredibly capable tank. I mean, that was a pretty crazy game. I got 487 mark XP, which is a lot for how early on that game was. All right, let's play one more game. Low-key, my teams have been amazing the last few days. Yeah, well, you like men. I don't know. What the hell is that reverse speed? That is the IS-5. Which should I buy? The FE 10k gold or the Eric? Are you really asking me, should you get an FE Defender versus an Eric? Get the Eric. It's not even a question. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for wasting like 4 seconds of my speed boost there. I mean, he's only in a heavy tank, so it makes sense why he's driving all the way over to the medium flank, right? Nice. See, who needs V-stabs when we'll just hit our shots anyway? Three, two, one. Yeah, that's what I thought. Nice. But yeah, this thing does reverse pretty crazy. Is British medium tank line worth? If you're decent at the game, yes. If you're not, probably no. What the heck are we doing in our 13? Okay. We're getting them good, guys. Okay, let's move over here. He's not poking. Oh, we got the shark. Okay, nice. A little surprised that pen, to be honest. Christian Antonio, the GOAT, the man, the myth, the legend. Look at the skill. Boom. It's more impressive that our team is bouncing this guy. Like, what about this guy is challenging the hit? I'm very confused. Ooh, I might bounce him. What's your opinion on the elephant? I mean, it's always been a pretty decent tank. See if we can bait the tiger while I'm reload. Actually. Okay, well, we didn't bait him, but still pen the shot. We're doing okay, though. We've already done 2,100 damage. Basically, we had to play tier 8 to get a, oh, what the... First of all, why couldn't I shoot him through this gap? That's so unfair. That's like such an easy gap to shoot through. And the game's like, no, you're not going to go through that. You have more health. I'm not shooting the tiger. I want to shoot this guy. There we go. Nice. Looks like he's lagging. Well, I'm not. Oh, you mean the shark. Never mind. You know which gun mark symbol FE has? Duck, egg, or gold? I don't know. I've never marked it. Isn't it just the blitz icon? Either way, 2,500 damage, places us top. Do you think it's ever worth using improved control on a tank like the E5? Maybe. I think you'd be better off running it, though, on, like, tank destroyers. That's probably going to be your best bet. Alright, we got a sphere dono, because you guys can't help yourselves and keep wanting to play in the sphere. IS-5 now replacing light tank and medium's job. The hell is that speed? You said that earlier, didn't you? What's up with some players putting their full government name as their username? They're not very smart. That's really as simple as it is. Three, two, one, battle. I am speed. I am speed. Whitman's back, indeed. Sphere gang is just another thing. Yeah, indeed. Nice. Actually hit a decent shot for once. I do like the aiming time. Okay. Please, move! No, no, no. Move out of my way. Move out of my way, you freaking moron. Move. Move. What are we doing? Holy garbage. Let me keep reversing into my teammate. That'll help him. So they have every tank on their team here. I'm leaving. I got hit by, I don't even know what, but it was a 400 alpha gun. So most likely the K2. A spawn camping K2, I should add. Yep, there you go. A spawn camping K2. I was correct. Oof. That's gotta hurt. 432 HE. There's another 370, and that full health SU is now 290 hit points. Nice. That's how useless the Vindicator armor is, by the way. A lot of you have seen me play the Vindicator, but you haven't seen other people playing it. And, yeah, there you go. That's Vindicator armor. My AP rounds from a sphere are able to butter through it like it doesn't even exist. Nice 290. Nice. Okay. Alright. There we go again. There we go again. Well, nice knowing you. I lied. Goodbye. I can't believe he hit that. That was a crazy shot. Ah, yeah. AMX 13 M24's buns? I don't actually agree with that. I think it's pretty solid. Nice. AMX, or the Airac 105 is now one shot, which means I don't need to worry about him too much. And I should be unspotted. He's gone. And look, the spawn camping K2 is the only tank left. Who could have guessed that spawn camping in a frontline heavy wouldn't go well for your team? Crazy. I also love how I literally can't pen him in the front. Uh-huh. Reloading. Let's go for another tracking shot. There you go. Well, I have to say I did pretty good overall. We're gonna fire a shell right here. Never mind. 3,450 damage. That's actually two back-to-back 3,500 damage games in this fair, because the first game I played in it the other day when it was donated for, I did 3,500. It's a pretty good tank, actually. Okay. $40.05. 40.05 is... I don't know. I feel like I'm going to say it's OP, and then I'm going to have, like, the worst team ever and just die. But I have a 40.05, and then the Tiger Mouse, and that's it. That's the last donation. Alright, we're almost done. 3 hours in. I do appreciate the donations, guys. Donations are always very nice, but, yeah. Can you make a video for every map on how to play it and position? I actually have a lot of guides on, like, 80-ish% of the maps already. Just literally type in a map name and type guide, and you'll see it. Alright, let's see. Is anybody here? Hello, hello. Oh, got the IS-7. Oh, there's the 100. Nice shot. Okay. There you go. Oh, yes. Thank you, IS-4. Make sure to get in my way while I'm trying to reverse. Well, I got still quite a while before I can get my shells back. 3, 2, 1. Good job from our 57 heavy already being dead. Skilled player. Huh. Well, E100 shoots a high explosive shell at my teammate. I'm just not really sure what to do. I'm the only thing keeping my IS-4 alive. But there's not much else I can really do but sit here. And lose. Our mid flank is going to die. Okay. Yep. It's literally nothing I can do. A Rhino left. What a game. There's 635. Wow, good shot. 100 damage. Doesn't matter, though. It's done. Game's over again, guys. Wasn't this fun? Wasn't that fun? Wasn't this really fun? Maybe that you suck. How's that? Yeah, wasn't that fun, guys? Next game. Alright. Final battle in the Tiger Mouse. As I said, today was the wrong stream to donate on if you wanted to see the capabilities of this tank, because with the teams I've been getting, it's physically impossible. What's your opinion on Mouse Tank? I think it's actually really good. I think it's one of the best tier 9s in the game. Can you make a video for every map? No. Nice platoon, totally balanced tanks. Oh, I mean, it's really challenging, you know? How's V-Stabs versus Refined? From my testing, it still seems like Refined is better than V-Stabs, I'm going to be honest. Because what? Refined has 11% better base dispersion, and V-Stabs gives you 17% better on move. Which means that, at best, full on-move dispersion, you're looking 6% better accuracy versus Refined Gun. However, Refined Gun will then immediately beat it because it'll aim in with better base dispersion. So, really the only advantage you'll have with V-Stabs is if you're constantly on the move and shooting on the move. But if you're aiming in your shots like I am, there's really almost no point to use it. Alright. This will be the last game that we play. I'm sure I'll say that and then somebody will donate, but... Don't worry, our 121B decided to YOLO in and kill himself, and there's my heavy, my IS-7, Salazar on the other side of the map. Game's already over. That 394 is going to be the only 394 I'm basically going to deal. I'm screwed, because our 121B's dead, and now they have 3 full health heavies, and I can't do anything. I'm cooked. Isn't that fun? So much fun, guys. The only play I can make is to potentially back out of here. You had a terrible 1-2-1. Yeah, I have a terrible team. You know what? I might actually be okay. It took them so long to make a play that I'm actually able to back out of here, which is unheard of. Nice. Nice. See if I can take this player out. Angle, angle, back and forth. Nice. And there's another shell. You know what? I gotta give the Tiger Mouse credit. It actually did a pretty good job. Nice. Well, as you can see, the Tiger Mouse is kind of a goat. There you go, 374. Ugh. Another 458. Boom. He's gone. And boom. Wow, look at that. I had a game. Boom. I actually had a decent game. Peak comeback. They should have YOLO'd. The fact that they didn't push is why they lost. They literally lost a 3 versus 2, and one of those was a tier 9. Now, granted, the Tiger Mouse is better than a lot of tier 10s, but still, it's pretty funny they lost that. Tiger Mouse is pretty insane, especially now that its armor is even better. It is quite the vehicle. But don't worry, look at our great team. The Kron's complaining about me. Good job, guys. You're driving double Kron, and you did less damage than... If you combined your damage and multiplied it by 3, you still did less damage than me. Good job. Very, very skilled. All right. Well, I thank everybody for watching the stream, especially for those of you that suffered through the entire experience today. This was not a very enjoyable experience, but what are you going to do? Hopefully you enjoyed it. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye. Oh, wait, I got to press it. Now I can say bye-bye.